like on the first 2 podcasts, I'm like leaning off of the mic because I'm worried I'm just going to be so loud and Mom's going to be like, Kiki, use your inside voice when you record. I'm like, I need you to get up in hill. Oh, God. Up in hill? Up in hill. This is Jessie. This is Kiki. And this is 2 girls, 1 haircut. Oh, my God, we're back. We're back. It's happening. Yeah. I'm really proud that we keep coming back. Oh, well, you're kind of the worst because every time you show up at the house every morning to pick, like, whenever we're going to record, you show up and you come in the house and you're like, I mean, do we really want to do this? I'm tired. And I'm like, get it together. We're recording. That's not true. I feel like today I showed up and was like, game on, ready to go. Today was the first day that you're like, we're doing it and we don't have a choice. Yeah. And you were like, I don't feel well. Oh, I felt so nauseous.
I popped a Zofran.
I would had nervous energy times 10.
We're in the car driving over here, and I'm like, "What's wrong? You seem really off. What's happening? Use your words."
Yeah, you're like, use your words. I'm like, I'm nauseous. Oh.
I have questions if you guys want to play around with these.
Sure. Yes. I guess we can.
Hit me with your questions.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hit me with your questions.
We could get music for those things, and get a sponsor. These questions are sponsored by.
Oh yeah,
these questions are sponsored by our mom. That's our only listener.
All right, question number 1: if you could move anywhere right now, where would you move to?
Somewhere not so hot. It's so hot out. Oh my God! It's like the high today is like 80. I think.
I told you I was matching my supportive drinking cup to the pollen outside.
Which
are both yellow.
Your emotional support cup is like pollen yellow, and she's like, I'm matching like on the pollen.
Let's see if I could go anywhere. Well, it would have to be somewhere colder. I think I want to go to Canada. I
want like a New England vibe. Like
but not in the country,
but not in the United States. No, like it can be, but like I really love the New England aesthetic, and so I'm like, I want to be by the ocean even when it's cold out and when it's hot, and like I want to be able to wear a sweatshirt on the 4th of July.
I was just gonna say
so jelly.
I was just gonna say, I was like, I want to be able to wear like a sweater in the summer,
like KJP brand. They always are like, oh hey, check out our stuff for summer, and it's like a wool sweatshirt with a lobster on it, and I'm like, I can't wear that in the winter here. It's too like wool. I can't even get away with it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm like, they're like, it's the 4th of July. We're having a bonfire. We're in shorts, but like this thick sweatshirt, and I'm like,
oh, we're at the beach and it's chilly. And
I'm like, I'm sweating. I can't even do that in November here.
I can't. No, November it's like hot. I'm like, I can't do it. It's awful.
Yes.
All right. What is something that everyone seems to love that you secretly hate?
That's a good question. I think for me, I feel like I'm going to say this and so many people are going to yell.
What? Say it.
Don't like the show. Breaking Bad.
Oh, well, I've never watched it, so.
No way!
We already lost the 5 listeners we had. I've never watched it. Gare has watched it without me and talk. I saw the first episode where they liquefy somebody in a tub.
Yeah.
No spoiler alerts. I mean, it's like the first 5 minutes. I'm not like spoiling anything. And if you haven't seen it, like get over it. It's been like a billion years. But I saw that and then I never watched another. I've never. It's supposed to be amazing, but I've never seen it.
I remember. So like I didn't start watching it until after the show had ended, and then Mom and I were like, we've heard so many things about it. Everybody says it's great. Okay, let's watch it. And we started watching it, and Mom was obsessed and loved it. And I was like, I mean,
do we like it?
Fine.
I don't like it.
And I kept watching it thinking, it's going to get better. Like, I'm going to like it more. It's going to get better.
I have no idea.
And the second the last episode aired, I was like, what the fuck? No, I was like, that's it? That's it?
My unpopular one is that, like, our generation growing up, sorry, God, I sound like...
Well, it is the pollen.
It is the pollen. Give me a second, y'all. I got to take a sip.
Yes, and it's tea from Starbucks, not vodka.
That vodka is so good. Early in the morning. No, everybody loves The Neverending Story. And E.T. And I was traumatized by it growing up. I hated it. I hated the flying dog dragon thing. I hated it. E.T. creeped me out. I'm like, get that thing out of here. I don't like it. And so people look back and they're like, isn't that like the best movie ever? And I'm like, I mean, is it? It like traumatized me. And I also don't like getting compliments.
I think that's the like weirdest thing.
I
Because
hate it.
that just goes to show
It's so-
again, the fundamental difference, because like somebody compliments me, I'm like, thank you. Or I'm like, I know, thanks.
It feels like disingenuine to me. So like if someone's like, oh my God, especially like flirting, like God, I don't think my husband ever flirted with me because I would have never married him, because someone gives me a compliment. I'm like, thanks. But really I'm like, you're a liar. You don't know. I just hate it so much. And I also hate attention. It's just attention in general, but I hate attention like for a birthday. Like you go somewhere and people are like, it's their birthday. And they like all clap and sing. And I'm like, I would rather die.
Do you remember when we lived in Boca and we went to Fridays?
No, it pisses me off so much.
And it was like your birthday and we're like, where do you want to go to eat? And you're like, let's go to
I
Fridays.
was like, I want to go to Fridays, but I don't want to tell anybody.
Didn't they have like a saddle or something that they made people get on?
No, but they tied
that a different restaurant?
I don't know what that's like. It's like riding a bull at like a bar. No, they had a thing where they tied balloons into my hair. I had long hair, and they kept coming up and like, I'm like, first of all, don't touch me, ew. And second of all, they kept taking balloons that had helium in them and tying them to chunks of my hair, so my hair was flying up, and it was like the worst thing I've ever experienced. I was like, this is awful. I can't handle it. And they only heard because somebody in our, like, someone mentioned something like birthday. Like, because we didn't tell them. And then they're like, oh, it's your birthday? And they just went ham. It was awful.
Oh, my gosh.
Question number 3. What is a random skill that you have that would surprise people?
Oh, I know yours.
You do?
You're a rapper. She can. Well, this is also.
I don't know if it's a skill.
We're going to tangent because this also is like what almost broke up the podcast. Like it was so bad.
Gosh.
Like so, Jesse wanted us to record a stupid, cringy video where we're like rapping to. I don't know, was it
Iggy Azalea?
Fancy.
Yes.
It was just like no one even thinks about her anymore.
But honestly, every time someone says first things first, the next line in my head is, I'm the realist.
You just like, and she will just rap it. She'll just go out and she'll just like rap the whole thing. And so she's like, we're going to do this. We're going to sync it up. We're going to do like people do on TikTok. And I'm like, that's embarrassing, but I'll entertain you, but we're never posting it. And it took us forever because I don't know I'm the hype guy coming in. We're going to have to post it now because we're talking about it. But like, I was like, this is the worst thing ever. She syncs it all up. She gets the post working. And then she's like, I'm going to publish it. And I'm like, no, you're not.
And I'm like, yeah, I really am. Like, and I thought, honestly, when I was like, I'm going to publish it, and you're like, no.
You thought I was kidding?
I thought you were just kind of being dramatic, to be honest. Like,
yeah, because I'll say no. It's my automatic answer.
We sat there for probably like, I'm not even going to lie.
It was over an hour.
Like trying to record
and Mom was cooking while we're doing it. And she's like, oh my God, you guys.
She's like, if I have to hear this song
one more time, I'm going to kill someone.
And I kept laughing because like, so Kiki was like the hype girl. I'm like doing the main rapping. Mm-hmm. She's the hype girl that like leans in and like says stuff. And every time she would do that, I would just crack up. And she's like, stop it. Stop it. We're not going to get through this.
So we almost just canceled the pod, period. Because I was like, she posted it and then you're like, look, we already have 4 comments. And I was like, I hate you. Take this down. This is cringe. But like,
you were seriously having a meltdown. I
didn't want people to think that we thought we looked cool.
Who gives a shit? I mean, really. Who gives a shit?
I know. I'm like, I can tell people my weight on a podcast, but don't think I'm cringe.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. You're like, let me tell you everything about me. We do this stupid video. We actually share the outtakes as well because the outtakes are even funnier. And you like get into a domestic with me over it.
But I mean, yeah.
We're going to have to post it now.
So that's your skill. And yeah, we're going to have to post it.
I don't know if it, like I said, I don't know if it's
she can rap any song. Just give her just hand her a mic and she's just going to be rapping it up all day. Rap. Mine is like, I'm a handyman. Like, you know how like you expect like the guy to do the stuff around your house?
Yeah.
I'm the one who does it all. Like people come over and they're like, this looks great. I'm like, thanks. Gare had nothing to do with it. Like he didn't do it. He has like, he's a privileged white man with like gentle, like, I don't want blisters on my finger. Like, he raked yesterday for 20 minutes, and he's like, I have a blister on my hand. And I'm like, oh, my God, you're so delicate. Like, I installed all of our, like, drawer pullouts, like, in the kitchen. I paint everything. I'm like, I'm going to put up picture molding. That's also my toxic thing, though, because if I see a DIY, I can convince myself I can do it. I'm like, I could do it. I could do it. Even if it's, like, build a house. I'm like, I could do that. I'm like, just give me like, an hour. I could figure it out.
I've said this before. Like, I love that my husband's always down for, like, whatever crazy idea I come up with. Mm-hmm. And Usually he's like, get out of the way.
Yeah, he's like, go sit down over there. I got it. My husband's like, you got this, right? Because I'm not getting up.
Yes. Question number 4. What is something that the other person, I assume the person sitting across from you...
Nope, this is about Professor Binky.
Let's see. Binky doesn't join us in our crazy. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. What is something that the other person does that drives you absolutely insane?
Oh, I have such a long list. We prepped this, and Jessica's like, I think this could be a question. And I'm like, I have to think about this. And then Mom was like, I know one. I know another one that Jesse doesn't drive you nuts. And she's like, we go out to dinner later. And she's like, I'm still thinking about it. I have a whole list.
Jesse, I'm still thinking for you.
Mine is that you, and I kind of like address this because of the pod. Like, you are a double booker. And you always want to see like what's better to do. And then you'll make plans, but you retain no information about that plan.
Oh
It'll be your plan. You'll be like, I thought we could go into Atlanta. I thought we could do this. We could do 1, 2, 3. It'll be great. We'll do it on Saturday. We'll leave at 10. I'm like, okay, great. And then like, I ask you the night before and you're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you said we were going to go into Atlanta. You said we were going to do this. And you're like, did I? I mean, I actually think Binky and I are going to watch TV and order Chinese. And I'm like, how dare you? Like, she's always looking for the best option. So she shops it out. She sees what everybody's doing, but then she never properly cancels. You're like, that's true. You ask us what we're doing for dinner to see if you like it or if you want to stay home and do dinner. And you're like, well, Binky's making this. What are you doing? And then you're like, I don't want salmon. I'm going to stay home. And I'm like, you're so awful.
What does it say that like I can barely think of anything about you that
I'm amazing.
I think it just shows that I'm like way more tolerant.
You
of
are.
stuff.
I'm so not. I'm like awful. I'm like, I hate everything about you. Start a podcast with me.
And I'm like, I love you so much.
You hate it though. Like,
the only thing that really bugs me is if you're sitting on the couch next to me and you're like your leg is shaking.
I shake my leg, or I like
you do the
I kind of like
thing.
Yeah.
You know, where
do
you're
people know
your...
what that is? It's like a thing that anxious people do, and they say it's also something that people with like maybe you're on the spectrum or like ADHD, or is it on the spectrum?
I don't know.
I think it's on the spectrum. People who are on the spectrum.
You like rub your feet together or you like your legs together.
You kind of, or I like turn my ankle and I like repetitively do it. And whenever we have to share a bed, like on a vacation or something, you get so mad at me because I do that to fall asleep. My husband doesn't care. Nothing will wake him up. You could murder me in the bed next to him and he would not wake up. I can like try to get him up in the middle of the night because of like the dogs, and I'm shaking him and I'm yelling, straight up yelling in his ear, and he's like, oh, wow. And he falls back asleep. So when people say, oh, this person was murdered in bed next to me, I used to be like, they did it. That's a lie. That's not possible, because I'm a light sleeper. And now I'm like, that tracks. My husband, you could totally murder me and my husband would never know. And he'd like get out of bed the next day and walk downstairs and be like, where's Kiki? And then he would like come back upstairs and find me dead in the bed. Yeah. So I'm like, I move and fidget a lot, and you can't stand that.
I can't stand that.
You're always telling me to sit still.
If you're doing it and I can't feel it, it's fine. But if you're doing it so close to me that it's like, and I think for me, I get really like seasick, motion sick.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Really
and
bad.
so for me, if you're like doing that movement,
it makes you
and
sick.
I can feel it, it literally will make me sick.
It's crazy. Yeah.
All right, ladies, my last question. What's a social norm that makes zero sense to you?
Oh my God.
People clapping when
you land a plane.
plane.
I'm like, they're doing their job.
Or when someone breaks dishes. Like I never understood that. Like someone drops a dish and
everybody
then everybody claps.
Or clapping in general. I'm like, keep it to unless you're seeing an applaud sign, like keep your hands to yourself. Nobody needs that. Like you're not at a theater. I don't need to hear you clap. Clapping at the end of a movie. I'm like, the director's not here. They don't care. Who are you doing this for? It's so performative. I can't stand it. It's awful. If you should clap at the end of this podcast though. You should definitely like clap and record yourself doing it and then send it to us, because I'm there for that. Yeah. You could do that.
The other thing that, well, and this always goes back to like, why does everything go back to me eating? But like,
oh my God,
when they put food on the table, but they don't put everybody's food, and you have to like wait until everybody has theirs. I'm like, do we really?
No.
I mean, do we really have to wait? Like, theirs is coming. It's not like it's
our
not
family
coming.
is very much like, when it hits the table, go ahead and eat while it's hot. And I think I'm gonna like sound dumb. I think they do that in Japan. It's like, You should eat when it's served to you hot.
If it's a hot dish, you should eat it.
You eat it when it
first comes.
Don't wait.
But if it's cold, it's not like it's gonna get cold.
Well, there is an instance that is fresh in my mind. It might have been New Year's Eve or Christmas. We were at your mother's house.
Yeah.
And she prepared food for 15 different people, and I got mine first. And you were like, "What? Why are you waiting?"
Yeah, we're like, "What are you doing? You should be done by now."
Because your mother made this meal, and now she is giving everybody the dish.
He was so polite. He's like, "I need to wait till Mom or Pam's sitting
cooked,
down,"
right?
and I was
He's
like,
way too polite.
I'm like, why?
We're like, "You should be done by now, getting your dessert." Like, what's happening? We're like, "Ew, don't be nice."
And then I was like, "Do I have to wait because he's waiting?"
You didn't though. You're like, "I'm done."
I'm like, "Do I look like an asshole because my husband's waiting like a nice, polite Southern gentleman, and I'm over here like."
Horking it down.
What?
You're like stealing it off of his plate. You're like, "You're not eating that, right? I got that bread."
Yeah, I'm like,
But also, you can't wait on Pam because when we're hosting, we're like, I'm the last one who's going to serve myself, and I just want everybody to be happy and eating. So, like, you'll never eat. If you wait on her, you're just not eating. It's like a thing.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my God. That's all our questions, right? Okay.
That is all the questions. So that's it. I mean, there are no other social norms that make zero sense.
Oh, no, I could go all day.
Okay.
Funeral processions. I don't understand why people pull over.
I'm going to sound so insensitive, but I'm like, you're dead. You have nowhere to be. Like,
why are we?
Get out of my way.
Also, like, what I don't understand too is like,
you have GPS. You can find the funeral site.
Like, so you're going the opposite way in traffic, right? And I'm pulled over, which I don't understand because it's not like you're going to drive down the middle of the road. Like you're just driving on your side. So why am I
it's like
not
4
moving?
lanes, 2 on this side, 2 on the other, and you have to stop.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like they're turning; they're just going straight. Yeah, I don't
like
understand.
I said, it's not like you're driving down the middle of the road. It's a 2-lane highway, and you're driving down the middle of the road. You're not doing that. Like you're clearly in your lane. So why do I have to not move?
And I'm also just like, can you not? Like, you're in my way. I'm trying to get somewhere. I probably have to take like my dog to the vet or something, or I'm going to pick up food, and you're just like taking forever. And then it's like I'm like, and then it's a really long procession, and they have like a lot of people who like them. Yeah. Apparently, so all these people want to go to their funeral. Mine would be like, you.
Listening to you girls this morning, it's like the resurrection of Seinfeld.
Oh,
it's really like revisiting the old Seinfeld.
I thought in here, I thought he was gonna say he died.
Yeah, like I'm over it and I died, and please don't come to my funeral.
He's like social norms that make zero sense. Listening to this podcast.
Also, Jessica always whispers, like she'll be like, "Did you hear that person died?"
Or did you hear they're getting
a divorce? And I'm like, just say it. Just get it out.
Just feel like they're not here. Why are you whispering?
No, they're not here. I did that to you the other day. I was talking about someone, and it was just you and me in a room, and you're like, they're not here. I was like, you can say it out loud.
Why are you whispering?
They're not even in this city. And I'm like, are they? Can they hear me?
Last one that I have that like drives me crazy. I like getting gifts, but I don't want people to watch me open them.
Oh, I just did that to the thing we're going to talk about in this episode. I just did that to Tess. We went to her birthday, and we're going to talk about that. But I did that to her.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
I feel really
bad.
bad.
Thing that I'm like, I don't want anybody.
You didn't want it,
to
but
do.
I'm like, here, let me tell you why it's a good gift.
Let me tell you all that.
I like wrapped it so special, and then I'm like, let me explain this gift to everybody so they know I am better. I felt really dumb after that.
So our friend Tess had her birthday.
Yeah, she threw herself a party. I'm there for that.
And it was 90s themed.
But also, like, the podcast is ruining my life.
Why?
Because I would not normally go. I'm going to explain that it was not in town. It's not where we live. It's 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
And then it was in the evening because it's like a party. I guess people do evening parties. I don't know. I don't go to parties.
And then it was with people you don't.
It was people.
Well, it was people you do know and people you don't know.
Some people I know. Some people I don't. And I'm like, ew, I can't do that. And also the people that I do know, I'm not like that. Like, I know them, but it's not like they're like my biffle or something, right? So I'm like, I'm going to this party and there's all these people there. And then we had to spend the night because we're old. And if we leave at like 11 o'clock, I'm not driving 2.5 hours to go home. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So we spent the night at a hotel. We had like points. We didn't have to pay for it. But I'm like, the podcast is ruining my life because you're like, it'll be great fodder for the pod. And I'm like, will it? And you're like, yeah.
Well, yeah, because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, we're not necessarily going to talk about the party. We're just going to talk about the social anxiety
how
that
awful
Kiki
it was
has around the party.
And now you and Mom try to do that all the time. You're like, it's great. It's fodder for the pod. I'm like, going to the grocery store? I don't want to go. And she's like, it's fine. It'll be great.
Because I show up at the house, like, to pick up Kiki.
Oh my God.
She's like...
We had to cut all the laughing. You show up and you're like total chill.
Yeah.
You're like, this is great. And you come upstairs because I had like
some tights,
like tights, pantyhose tights that you needed for your outfit because it was 90s.
It was 90s.
And I'm also going to call you out right now. I was told we're going to a 90s themed party.
It was 90s themed.
No, it wasn't. It was dressed as a 90s icon, a specific icon. It was dressed as a 90s icon because she wanted people to like, you had to be like, oh, I'm Cher. Is it Cher? From Clueless.
Yes. Every time you say Cher, I think of a different Cher.
I know. They're like, or this, or that. And so I just was like, okay, I'm going to wear like this little plaid skirt with leggings and like it was definitely a 90s outfit, but it was not a person. And you totally failed me on that. And so when we show up and she's like, who are you supposed to be? I'm like, I'm Kiki. Like, what are you asking me? And also, you didn't tell me that it was BYOB. Well, bring your own booze or drink, bring your own snacks. And so like I show up with nothing. You were terrible. You remember none of the plans.
I was going to say, in my defense, I have none.
In your defense, you're the worst.
In my defense, all this tracks.
Yeah, it's exactly what I said before. I seriously was like, I didn't know any of this. I would have brought some snackies. I would have made a cake. I would have made something I can eat. I know.
And I brought it. It was like we were driving there and like we're in the car on the way there and we're just like talking and chitty chatting. And I said something about like the 90s or 90s icon. And Kiki goes, wait, is this a 90s theme party or a 90s icon party?
I was so mad.
And I was like, I mean, does it matter?
I'm like, it does matter because the person is like me. Tessa's like me and she's particular. And she's like, if I'm throwing a party, these are the details. Like I planned this months in advance. People aren't coming at the last minute. Like she's mad about that. So yeah, I was mad. But we go to this, so we have to go to this party and Jess picks me up and she comes upstairs to try on the pantyhose and I immediately am like, are you nervous? And she's like, no, why? And I'm like, well, I've already had like diarrhea twice today. We call it poo-poo from the pancakes.
And
I don't even...
I remember what... Do you not remember why?
I don't remember why. But whenever we have to say that, instead of saying diarrhea, we say, oh, I have poo-poo from the pancakes.
I 100% remember. We were in the car. Gare was driving. And he was talking about having like an upset tummy. Oh. And he's like, I had an upset stomach all night. And
did we eat pancakes or something?
Yes. And I was like, oh my God, Gare, did you get poo-poo? But I think I said like, did you get poo-poo from the pancakes? Like it was really like
how you would say it. It was awful. And so now
always stuck.
So I legit had poo-poo from the pancakes. I was so stressed out. I was sweating. I tried on my outfit to show Mom and Gare to be like, is this okay? And I go in and I put it on and I walk into his office and I'm like immediately sweating. I'm like sweating. Apparently I'm a sweater. We've said that. Like I sweat when I get nervous. So I'm always sweating because I'm always nervous. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't handle this. This is so awful. And they're like, you could, like, it's not that big a deal. You could just leave if you're not happy. You're like, can I? Is that allowed? Like Irish goodbye?
Yes.
Just like, but it was only, I thought it was a bigger group of people. You didn't tell me anything. You didn't tell me that it was going to be like intimate. So I thought it was going to be like a ton of people and we could subgroup or leave. But it was like 8 of us.
Well, here's the thing. I figured, Tess. So I'm like, Tess is like you. She's not going to want to have a ton of people. She's going to like...
I was too nervous to think like that.
She's going to curate everything.
Yeah, she did.
It's going to be like planned down to the last detail, including Tess being like, who are you showing up as? And when I didn't show up as Princess Diana, she was so like, mad. What the hell?
She was so disappointed in you.
And I was like, I had this in my closet. I just put it on.
I'm like, maybe we started the podcast so we can make friends. Because that's really what we're going to talk about how hard it is to make friends. Like, it's hard to make friends as an adult. Now, I will say, this podcast
might kill you.
It's going to kill me. It was also supposed to be low key. Yeah. This podcast was supposed to be like a peripheral, we're doing this. It could take 17 years to like take off. That's
if
totally
somebody
fine.
Listens to it,
if I get one listener, I'm going to be great.
Which we have a listener.
Oh, well, that's what I was going to say. I'm like, but I went from being like, this is just like a one-off fling to being hardcore obsessed. I'm like a stage 5 clinger. I cannot have a low-key relationship with this podcast. I have become like obsessed. I'm like the girl who is like thirsty thinking about the guy she's with that she's only supposed to be casually dating. I'm like, is he thinking about me? What does he tell his friends about me? Is he talking about me? Like, what does he think? Is he thinking about me right now? Like, should I just send him like an emoji really quick? Like, would he like that emoji? Is that too thirsty? No, it's not. I'm going to send it. That's me with the podcast now. I am like, we have one new follower. Like, we're on TikTok now. Who am I? I'm on TikTok. Please find us on TikTok. It's so hard. I had a like a geriatric millennial Google how to start a TikTok account and then do that.
It was full disclosure. I still haven't even downloaded it.
You haven't even downloaded it. She doesn't look at it, and I'm like, I put stuff on TikTok. She's like, good for you.
I'm like, I love that journey for you.
That's great. I'm not.
Please don't make me do it.
So, yeah, and we've told you that we kind of like pre-posted stuff before we officially were like, we're alive, because we had to like test out stuff like that. And I go on to check, like, is everything, like, did that go live? Is it going, oh, it's on YouTube and all this stuff. And somebody commented on our first episode before we even officially launched. And I was so excited. I called you at like 9 a.m.
I know. And I was like, oh my God, is mom dead? Most people be like, why? Because and I'm like, because you don't understand. Kiki has a very specific morning routine.
In a window, I deal with people, and it's not before
and it involves the dogs. And so for her to like call me first thing at like that's 9, crazy. I was like, oh God, something's wrong.
She's like, oh God, mom died. It happened. It really finally happened. I'm like, really? No, it's not. I call her. I'm like, Jessica, guess what? And she's like, is mom dead? I'm like, no. And so I'm gonna give her a shout out. This girl.
Oh, you should.
I'm doing it right now.
I don't think people understand, like, when you're trying to take on a new creative project, how much it takes to put yourself out there and how much it means when someone interacts with you or even just likes something.
Any interaction. Did. Like, so her name is Candace. And if you're still listening, oh my
Candace,
God, you're like,
love you.
You're like our best friend now.
Yes. Like, you don't know it, but like you're part of the family.
I'm not going to say like her stuff or anything, but like I think she lives in New York. Mm-hmm. She's like,
which already makes her cool.
She's like a Gen Z or younger. And I'm like, oh my God, we're legit. Somebody like in a young generation listened to us. And then her comment was so nice. And then like she reposted it and was like, oh, it's like having bottomless mimosas brunch or something with like your friends. And I was like, oh my God.
You were like, that's exactly what we're going
I was like, that's exactly what I needed. Yeah, I was.
It really was the best feeling.
I was so excited.
I was like, I love this.
I mean, she
so
may
much.
never listen again, and that's fine.
She was
but
like,
she gave
that one time.
I said the one thing I wanted was one listener, and she commented, and I got one. So I need like 10 more, please. Like, and you know, we've had like friends who I thought I could like strong arm into listening, and they listened.
Who still haven't?
Yeah, who still have not. I hate
Elizabeth,
all of
we're
you.
Looking at you.
We're looking at you, Elizabeth. And then there's like other.
She won't
friends.
listen to it, so we can call her out.
I'm gonna call her out. She's not gonna. She's never gonna hear it. And then I have like other friends that I'm like, they courtesy listened to one, and then they kept listening, and I really appreciated it. Like, it meant a lot.
It did.
So we thought, yeah, the podcast is a great way to make friends. It's not.
Well, it could be.
I mean,
it's great for me because
you want to talk to people.
I want to talk to people, but also like I want to get you out of the house more, and like this definitely accomplishes that.
It does.
I just kind of like throw back to the pod. I'm like, wouldn't it be good for the pod? And you're like, I mean, I guess.
No, but have you like seen? I'm starting to like look at everything through the pod lens because I see people out in public, and I'm like, I think they would be into our podcast.
Oh my gosh. I was talking, so I had this like, okay, I'm going to call out Gap real quick. I had this problem with Gap where like I used to work at the Gap like 20 years ago.
Yeah, like we both worked at Gap and everything.
So I have like a Gap like card, like credit card, and
you get the reward points.
Yeah, you get the reward points. And
they actually do great reward points.
They really do. Yeah. And so for some reason, my like rewards points and my credit card weren't like speaking to each other, and
like they didn't match up.
Yeah, like one was saying I had like 200,000 points, and the other one was saying I had like 900 points.
And if you don't know this, you can buy clothes with points and not even pay $1. Like you can just get something and you only pay 14 cents.
So it's like a really big deal that these two are disconnected and not talking. I'm like, so I tried like a typical millennial. I tried to do it online because I'm like, I don't want to interact with anybody.
It's awful.
I don't want to interact with you. And it was like, oh, we can easily solve this for you, but you're gonna have to call this number. And I was like, why do you think it's taken me so long at this point to deal with this? They do that because they're like,
she'll never call. She'll never call. We get all her points. It doesn't matter. She's never gonna do it.
So I did call, and I talked to this girl, and
Like young, like your age?
yeah,
Or like younger?
like around our age.
Sounded young.
Yes, sounded young. And we just kind of like clicked, and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like we would be friends.
You're like,
And
we vibe.
She was like helping me out so much, and she had like, we were on the phone for like 52 minutes.
Oh my God.
It was crazy.
Because it was like hard to like
yeah,
fix
they were
or
just
something?
trying to like get it reconciled, and she's like, we've got 5 people really, honestly, like all like working
the
on this
entire
right now.
B team on this.
And she's like, do you want me to call you back? And honestly, I was like, you can't call me back because I'm worried the phone won't ring. Because okay, so you have
Wait, what?
because Apple, like with their spam stuff nowadays.
Oh,
Like,
it's not going to even come through.
Yes, it's going to think it's spam, whether I have the spam stuff turned off or turned on. And I'm like, you're going to try and call me back. I'm not going to be able to talk to you. So I was like, no, let's just stay on the phone. And all I kept thinking was, I should tell her about the pod because we were laughing about stuff.
Yeah,
and I was
you
like, I
should
should tell her.
have. Why
I should
didn't
tell
you?
her because we talked about this before. It feels cringy telling
You're never
someone
going to
about
meet
the
her
pod.
again. You're never going to see her. You were just talking to her on the phone.
I know.
You should have
And,
told
like,
her.
and
I
then
say
the
that, but
whole-
then I wouldn't
The
do
whole
it.
rest of the day, I was like, I should have told her. I should have told Tyler. I should have told her.
I had
should have
this at
told her.
so I went to TJ Maxx, which is like new for me. Like I didn't used to shop there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had to get like a picture frame. And Mom's like, "You need to go TJ Maxx," and now I'm kind of like low key obsessed. Like it's seasonal though. It's hit or miss, like the pod. Like sometimes you're into it, and sometimes you go and you're like, "This is awful. There's nothing here." But we were walking around. And there was a girl shopping, and she had on like joggers, an oversized like rocker tee intentionally. She had on a Louis across her, and
We're like, you're
and
our
she
kind of
was
people.
had a dog in the store with her wearing a rocker T-shirt,
Oh my god!
like a little dog. And I don't even think you're allowed to do that. And she's like, I don't care. And I was like, her and Jessica would get along really well. And I wanted to go out to her and be like, hey, you should listen to my podcast. But I also didn't have the cards yet.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to show you later. But like we have little cards to give people where it's like, this is our name of our podcast and stuff. So you
I
don't
wanna
forget.
see it. Do you have it right now?
Yeah. Do you want to see it right now?
Yes.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
hold on.
Okay. Oh my god. So we did this through, was it Moo?
Yeah, we get the cards printed through Moo because that's what I've used like for business cards and stuff in the past.
Like Moo, like Moo.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now do you see it though? Put it in the light.
I know.
Okay, so our little business cards are square, and it has this like,
so cute.
if you ever go on Moo, it has this gloss finish, and so it looks like our name, which is supposed to kind of look like spray painted graffitied. It looks glossy like paint. It's amazing.
does.
And then
oh my gosh, Kiki, they look so
these are for you to take
cute.
home because I have my own. And then here's the big card. We have like the big postcard.
Oh my god.
So you can open that. It has more on the information on the back.
I love it because like this is a great way to be like, hey, check me out.
Yeah, like you could just hand it to them.
I wish
and then
we'd
you don't
had
have
these
to,
for the party, for Tessa's party.
I know, because I would have given them out. But I mean, we've totally tangented. But like, yeah, so we went to the party, and it's so hard. Like Tess kind of has like
She has a core group of friends
She has- that
known
she
for,
grew up
like,
with,
15,
kinda, right?
20 years. Yeah,
Ish.
that she's known and grown up with. Yeah.
and it's not like she's moved a ton of times.
And honestly, knowing Tess, we should have known that like every person at the party we would love.
yes, because we love her and she's intentional.
She is like
She's
you,
very
she's
intentional.
very deliberative.
Yeah.
And in everything that she does. And
Yeah.
she has very strong people dar.
She's not. Oh, like. Yeah, like I either
she
like you or
get-
hate you when I meet you. I'm like,
because you get vibes and you're like, oh, this person's giving off good
and
vibes.
you are terrible at it, and
Yeah.
she's like, her and I are a lot alike, and we're both like your radar for like if people are shady.
Yeah,
like I said,
'cause
like
I
you
don't
always
see
want to
it.
join a cult, and I'm
Yeah.
like, don't do it, Jess, don't do
Yeah,
it.
I
Like,
don't see it.
She's like, oh, it's bad, don't do it. But at least you listen to us.
Yes. But I should have known, like, knowing Tess and knowing how, like, intentional she is in everything in her life, that we would love
Everybody there.
everybody.
They were all so
my
nice.
gosh.
And I took a Xanax. We were getting ready to go. We went to change. I was like, I kind of had my outfit on, and then I'm always ready like way too early. And I was like, I got to take a Xanny. I can't handle this. I was so nervous about having to talk to people. And like, if I don't have a Xanax in me at a party, I won't talk. I'll just be the weird one in the corner eating their hair. Like, I'm not going to talk to you. And so I was only excited to see her dog. Because she has the cutest dog that she got. And it looks like Fozzie Bear, the Muppet. But it's like a mini doodle mix of some kind.
Yeah.
And I was unpacking my suitcase. And I looked, and I was getting my clothes out from the party. And it looked like I made out with a redhead all night. Because her dog has red hair. Because it's a hypoallergenic dog. And it looks like I had all these, like, I went hardcore on a redhead. it's insane.
Kiki like held the dog like 75% of the night.
It was my emotional support dog, and the dog loves it, and she was fine with it. So I just like held the dog and walked around with like this 15-pound thing that I need to work out more because my arms were dying by the end of the night.
It's like the equivalent of sitting on the couch with like a pillow in front of you. Like it's your comfort.
Anyone who came up to me, I'm like, here, the dog's between us. I need a little space. And they were all so nice. But I feel like it's so hard
to meet people.
Like, I feel like this was a good opportunity because we met some people there that I actually would be like,
I would love to see you again. And hang out with you.
I vibed. I felt like we vibed, and I would talk to you again, and that was good. But like, if you're us and you don't have kids, right? We're 40s. We don't have children. How do you make a friend? Because I feel like for our friends that I know that have kids, they become friends with other people's. The parent of their children, friends. So it's like, my kid's friend with Sammy, and then Sammy's mom and I click. We don't have that. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Go to the vet and be like, oh, your dog's cute. You want to be my friend? Like, it's weird. Like,
I mean, maybe the dog park, not the vet.
Not the vet. I can't take Sadie to the dog park. She's so mean. I already
can't
said
take her
that.
to the vet either.
I can't. I can't take her anywhere. I'm like, my dog is not helping the cause. She's like, you need no one, just me.
So, I'm a fan of, like, we started talking about this the other day, and because of the party, right? And I was like, this would be a great, way to meet people. And I knew a few more people there than you did.
I kind of knew them all through you.
Through me.
Yeah.
And I was like,
so it was extra stress-inducing.
This will be great, da-da-da-da-da. But we started talking about this, like, how do you meet people? And I've talked about it before. I love the Every Girl. And they did an article with Mel Robbins about, like, adult friendship. And Mel has this theory that, like, there's 3, like, kind of things that come into play when you are making friends as an adult. Like, the first is proximity, right? So
just like they're around.
Yes.
Or they're there.
Yes.
Okay.
So like
obviously.
So like we loved the people we met at Tessa's party, but it would be more of a challenge because we don't see them on a daily basis.
Oh yeah.
We don't have like daily access to
We're not
them.
interacting with them regularly.
So it's not that we can't be friends with them. It's not we can't be friendly. It's not like we can't enjoy them, but we have to be so much more intentional because they're just not in our sphere.
And we don't all live near each other. It's like, so yeah, it's difficult.
So that's why a lot of people have friends at work, right? Because this is someone at work you spent.
You have a lot of friends from work.
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
like two of the people at the party you used to work with. You don't anymore, but you've stayed connected for one of many different reasons. I work for myself.
I know, that's what I was
home.
Gonna say.
It's
so you
so hard.
And I feel, as much as I hate driving into Atlanta sometimes, I do enjoy going into the office because you get to see people and interact with them. And like one of my good friends right now, I met through work.
Yeah.
Her name's Kim. I love her. I never probably would have met her if it wasn't for work. And like she is that person, like when we first met, we just really kind of clicked. And I joked, I was like, we're going to be best friends. And she was like, okay. And we've just like,
that's great though.
We've been intentional.
That you can say
but then the other thing is timing, right? So it's like proximity, timing, and energy, right? So timing in the sense of like, do your lives and where you're at in your life overlap naturally, right?
Yeah.
So like you were saying, like it's hard because if somebody's got kids, they're in a different world, right?
Their life
like,
is so different.
We don't know that. We don't have kids.
Yeah.
We're not going to school stuff, and we're not going to PTA meetings.
But I think that's also
if
why
they still have PTA.
They say when you get older, they joke that you have to like schedule out hanging out with your friends like a month out because it's true. Because even like I have people, and it's like we have to throw a party, and I'm like, okay, well, how are we going to do this? Can everybody come? And I have to schedule it around everybody else because our lives are just so busy.
And so it's like you have to, like, you need proximity, you need timing, you need to be at similar points in your life, you need to have similar schedules, you need to have similar values, and then like energy. You both have to bring the same amount of energy into the friendship. And I think that's like where I appreciate Kim so much, because when we both were like, we're going to be best friends, we both were very intentional in being like, hey, let's do this.
You're not the only one reaching out.
Yes.
Oh, I hate that.
And so I think that's what has like kept our friendship going, is like both of us are bringing the same energy into it. And it makes me feel so grateful for her because she does bring that energy into it. Because I feel like there's been other points in my life where I've like really clicked with someone and I'm like, oh God, like let's be better friends.
And
but it feels one-sided.
They don't bring it. And then you're like, I don't know if they're busy or if it's personal.
Yeah.
And it always feels personal, though.
It does. I will say, I think because of who I am versus who you are, like, I tend to be like,
care.
It's not me. Like, it's
You're
just.
like, they want to be my friend. I'm amazing. And I'm like, they hate me.
I think I'm just more like, they probably got stuff going on, which is why we're not
which is usually
hanging out.
True.
It's not like that something's happened and they don't want to engage. It's just, again, they're at a different point in their life and they've got other things happening. It just goes to show the core differences
of us. Like, we're so different.
You're like,
I'm like, everybody hates me. And you're like, they want to be my friend and they're knocking down my door.
But like, so it's
all I'm hearing though is that it's hard to make a friend. That's all that's saying to me. It's like, guess what? 100%. It is hard and you're not going to make any new friends.
Yeah.
That's what 100%. It feels like.
Yep.
I don't know.
And then if you're sarcastic bitches like us.
I mean, I lucked out because I married into a friend group.
And I got divorced out of a friend group.
She did. Like, my husband has like a group of friends that he has been friends with since like, some of that group went to high school together, and then some of them met after high school, so like college time, and then from there on, they've all stayed friends, which to me is like insane and amazing because I'm like, I couldn't pick people out of my high school out of a lineup. Like, we moved so many times, I couldn't do it.
It's not like
it's such a foreign concept to me.
The same place and went to the same school with the same people for all those years. I mean, I only had 3 years of high school with one set of people and 1 year of high school with another set. So it's really hard when
it's so hard.
You're
but
so
like
transient.
So I got like married into that friend group, but I take full advantage of it. Because I'm like, guess what? I want to throw I love to throw like Halloween stuff. And I'm like, I want to do a pumpkin carving party. And some of them have kids, some of them don't. And I'm like, yeah, bring your kids. Like, be comfortable, come to my house. But we do have to schedule it. Like, we didn't get to have one last year because nobody's schedule lined up. And it was insane. And then I think it made people they might disagree with this, but I think it made people appreciate like the effort and stuff I put into parties and coordinating our group of friends getting together, because nobody got together in the fall or over the holidays. And then they're like, I haven't seen this person
they did
in
bros
6 months
giving.
or a year. Well, for the guys, like they do bros giving and they get together, but the girls don't go. And so they're like, oh, I haven't actually like seen you in almost a year. And it's like, yeah, because if you don't take that time and make that plan, you're not going to see it. They all do hang out though online like every week because they do like D&D and stuff like that, like Nerd Alert. But yeah, I just feel like I lucked out marrying into a group. But then like if you get divorced, you're like, oh, well, they were his friends. Obviously, you're not taking that friend group with you.
Yeah, and I feel like that's not something we talk about enough. And like, so for me, yeah, my ex-husband was in that friend group, and then
like literally, the same group.
Yeah, and so it was easy when we were married because it was like, oh, all our friends are the same, like for you and me.
Yeah. Oh, it was so easy.
And then I got divorced, and
it was messy.
It's like a divorce,
as in
the
like
friend
group
messy too.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Because they had all been his friends a lot longer.
Oh, like forever.
Yeah, and so.
Obviously he gets priority.
Yeah.
Like that makes sense. It doesn't make it easy. It just makes sense.
And even if you're the one who, like in my case, like I asked for the divorce. And even if you're the one asking, it doesn't make it any easier to then lose your friend group at the same time. And then to feel like, I mean, you still do Halloween parties and I don't come.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, I know. I feel so bad about that. But it's like, it's such a hard thing for me because I feel bad, but like I don't want your ex-husband to feel like he's really good friends. He's basically my husband's best friend.
Yep.
Okay. And so he's always going to be in our life, and
which is hard.
Yeah. And so I'm like, well, all that friend group's coming. I'm not going to do it where he doesn't feel comfortable coming because you're there, because like it's his friend group and Gary's friend. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I get it, but
it's hard.
It is hard, and it's made for a lot of awkward times. And I will say, like, we've blown up about it before.
We've had fights over this.
Yeah.
But
I think that's one of the things like people don't talk about enough when you're getting divorced is like there is this division if you have mutual friends. And
I mean, I have a picture in my room of you and your ex-husband at your wedding with me and Gare.
Yeah.
But it's because it's the four of us, and it doesn't I obviously love Binky, producer Binky, but it doesn't mean I don't still have a friendship with your ex, and it's hard. And normally I would say if it wasn't like a friend group thing and Gare's like friend, we wouldn't I wouldn't probably be friends with them ever.
And it's interesting in the fact of I haven't talked to him since the divorce.
Yeah.
Because we don't have kids.
Well, you don't have kids, and it's like you're not even in the same town. Like, you don't run into each other.
There's no reason for us to interact.
Yeah. Like,
so,
it's not going to happen.
So it's like you talk to him.
Yeah, I don't. But you don't. Obviously. Yeah. It's strange.
And then it's
such a weird dynamic.
Our friends, I enjoy hearing about them, and I want to know how everybody's doing. And I am I'm genuinely curious, and I miss the group. But at the same time, I'm not going to go to something that he's at.
Yeah.
Because that just doesn't feel comfortable yet.
Yeah.
And it's been years,
Yeah. But I feel like it is so a true thing that whoever you're going to make friends with has to have that energy and give it back.
And you're bringing
to
the
you.
same.
You have to be equal.
Same level of commitment. And
I mean, my in-laws have cracked the code.
Your in-laws
on
are the
making
busiest
friends.
people I've ever met.
I love my in-laws. Bill and Barbara, they're so amazing. And they are the most social people I've ever met. It's crazy to me. They retired and
I'll say my in-laws are really social too.
Yours are social too. And my father-in-law, Bill, he has a group of guys he goes out with weekly to eat, and they call themselves the Romeos. Retired old men eating out. It is I'm life goals. I'm Binky, take notes, because this is what you got to do when you get older. Because and apparently when Bill was working and stuff, he had friends, but he wasn't a social butterfly, I guess. And then he retired and became a social butterfly. And they're in a community. They moved, and they're in a community with other older rich people, their demographic. And so
no, they don't live in Boca.
No, they don't. And so they have other friends. And so he does that. He's a teenager. Okay. He could have COVID and the flu, and he's but my friends want to hang out and I got to go use my friends. And I'm sir, you need to stay in bed. You are grounded. No, sir. Okay. You're going through cancer treatment. You go lay down. And he's but my friends. And I'm oh my God, I don't have babies. I have boomer babies I take care of. I can't have children because I take care of my in-laws who act like teenagers. I'm did you get your vaccine? Did you go to the doctor? Are you behaving? What are you doing?
Do you remember last Thanksgiving? You were I'm hosting Thanksgiving. You have to come. And they were
but my friend said that they would host because you said you weren't sure if you were hosting, and now I'm going to my friend's house, and I had to guilt trip them and be your daughter-in-law is hosting Thanksgiving. You have an only child. You're coming. And they're oh, fine. I had to straight up guilt trip them because they're so social. And Barbara, so total random thing, but a friend in her neighborhood is her niece or her cousin is Margot Robbie, the actress. This is one of the only actors I care about.
How come I don't meet these people?
I don't know. And so back in the day, I think Wolf of Wall Street was one of her big breaks, right? That with
I
Leo.
don't even remember her in that, but okay.
Well, I've never seen it. But it had Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Binky is looking at me
is it Binky?
What was she? What was her...
Yeah, she full frontals in it.
Oh, gosh.
And
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Thanks. Glad you remember that.
You can talk, Binky.
glad that's the part that stuck out in your mind.
So that kind of was her big break. She had been in other movies, but that was her big break. And she came to visit her cousin to hang out, and she met everybody in the neighborhood. She didn't wear makeup. She's gorgeous. She was so friendly. And she talked about how nice Leo was. She was he was so nice. And I was so nervous because of this, I guess, full frontal kind of scene. And he made her feel so comfortable and everything. And this is before she had to go, I think, do touring to promote the movie. And she was telling everybody. So everyone in that neighborhood is hardcore Margot Robbie fan. They're her ultimate fan base. And all the women go see every movie she's in, no matter what the movie is.
And they go
together. They all go to the theater and they see it. So even when it's a crazy ass movie, they're we're gonna go see it.
Aww.
And I'm that is so cute. And they are so social. When I want to hang out with them, I'm gonna see them in 2 weeks, and we had to plan it 2 months out. because I'm like, are you available? And they're like, well, we're volunteering, and then we're going with our friends, and then we're going to like this dinner in Alabama, and we have to drive like 2 hours in the dark. And I'm like, you shouldn't be driving 2 hours in the dark there and then 2 hours back for a dinner for a birthday. Like, what are you doing?
We
and
can't
they're like,
even do
no,
that.
I can't do it. I'm like, I can't go to Macon and then just drive back in 2.5 hours. That's crazy. And my in-laws are like, oh, I totally did, and it was great, and it was fun. I'm like, it's so crazy to me. Like, they're so social, and we're like, I mean, do I want to leave my house? No.
Oh, you don't have kids. You have boomer babies.
I have boomer babies. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have babies. I have boomer babies I take care of, and that's my life. And I have no shame. I tell them this. I'm like, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Yeah. It's just, friends are hard. I think like I need somebody to be my friend through the podcast. Like, if you're listening, you're our friend. If you're still listening
family.
this many episodes in and you're hearing this, like, we're friends now. And that's just, I think instead of like a fan cult, we're going to have like
A friend club. Oh
and
my
you can join
gosh.
like our friend club.
Yes.
And
Let's be friends.
you can get like exclusive stuff, and we'll send it to you. Like, we'll pay you to be our friend.
I love that because it dives perfectly into We Are Online. So you can find us at twogirlsonehaircut.com. You can find us on Instagram and apparently TikTok.
We're on TikTok, y'all. Just
Two
join.
Girls, One Haircut. We're also, you can stream us live, and hopefully you're streaming us live on one of those platforms
Like
but
Spotify, YouTube. We're on iHeartRadio now.
Oh,
We're
I
like,
love
we're
that.
getting on all the
Apple,
platforms.
all the things.
We're everywhere. Like,
We're everywhere.
You gotta do it.
We're like everywhere.
we're like the friend that's everywhere, and you're like, why do I keep seeing them? Are they stalking me? And I'm like, yeah, I'm like totally stalking you.
Well, come be our friend.
Come here, please be my friend. I'm so nervous. Be my friend. I'm so stressed about it.
All right, this is Jessie.
This is Kiki.
And this is Two Girls, One Haircut.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, this is Jessie. Real quick before you go, if you aren't doing this already, please don't forget to follow us, rate us, and leave us a review. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. But 5 stars only, people, because really, who needs that kind of negativity in their life? And if you've made it this far, you're basically family now. So act like it and share the episode. Okay, bye.